Good evening, everyone. Ooh, I love the microphone and the podium. So I like to hand. I'm Leslie Wachtel. I'm the president of the Board of Trustees, and on behalf of the Little Valley School District trustees, we want to welcome you to our first annual 2019-2020 State of the Student. We want to thank all of our administrators, our teachers, and our staff for making this district such a wonderful place for our students to learn, to grow, and to become globally minded citizens. And we want to thank you, our parents, and our community for entrusting us to foster growth and development within our children. The Board of Trustees remains committed to our strategic plan and the plan's 4 strategic objectives: balanced learners, supported staff, communications, and sound finance and infrastructure. I am proud tonight and delighted to introduce Dr. Kimberly Berman, our superintendent. Today is Dr. Berman's birthday. You guys could all leave a big happy birthday song for her. Would you like that? Yeah. We want to welcome Dr. Berman, who will lead our district with strength, intelligence, integrity in the coming years. So how about you guys all start the Berman happy birthday? I have a terrible voice, so it's not me. All right, which of you has the best voice?
Mark. How about everybody together?
What key?
Oh, hazing again, really again. It's just your turn. Okay, ready? Ready? 1, 2, ready, and. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Cha cha cha. Happy birthday, dear Berman. Happy birthday to you.
State of the students and a board meeting on my birthday. I don't know that any superintendent could ask for more. Thank you. Thank you very much for that. It is a pleasure to be here in Mill Valley School District, and it has been a pleasure to get to know this district over the last 5 months. So sometimes that seems like a long amount of time, and sometimes it seems like a short amount of time, but I have really had the opportunity to get to know some of you personally, your students, and our administrative team and our board, and I am certain that we are a community committed to our students, and so it is my distinct pleasure to serve in your role as superintendent for the district. These are all the stakeholder meetings that we have held this year, and so when I first came on board as superintendent on June 8th, July 8th, the board and I talked about what they wanted to see as representatives of your community and how I could become a part of this community and get to know and learn from all of you. And so we established all of these meetings so that I could get out to the school sites and meet with the staff, go into the classrooms and see the students and meet them and see them learning, and then get together with all of you as parents. And so I've gone to lots of these different groups, and in addition to that, I know a lot of you have made a point of coming to visit me, and I want you to know that my door is always open, and it has been a pleasure to be able to do this with you. And I know that our board has also enjoyed sitting in on many of these meetings as well. So tonight we are going to talk a little bit about our strategic plan, and then because it is our State of the Students, hear directly from our students and some of our teachers as well. It is a moment for us to reflect on where we are as a school district and also understand our achievements and then our dreams for the future too. And so the meetings that I went to and where I had the opportunity to sit down with all of you, I was able to hear about all of the great things that are happening and then your desires and wishes to make Mill Valley an even stronger school and community. And I am committed to helping us do that together. Our first goal that the board outlined well before I was here, and something that all of you as a community have been a part of all along, has been to focus on our students as balanced learners. And so this is one of our strategic plan objectives. And what that looks like is that we focus not only on our academics, but also on the social emotional learning of our students. We have this latest information back on our CASPER results. These are the exams that happen for our students in grades 3rd through 8th grade. And you can see here in Mill Valley School District, we have 2,948 students. And in math, we scored at the 80th percentile. If you look below that, you will see that the county average is 58% for meeting or exceeding standards, and the state average is 40%. So clearly, Mill Valley School District is well above the curve. In addition to that, we have the English language arts scores, and our school district this year has come in at 84%, with the county average being 65%, and the state average being 51%. So well done, students and staff. We do have a social emotional program that we explored last year and has continued to go into use this year. And we have our very own Jen Ferrer. Would you please stand so that everyone in the back can see you as well? Jen will explain to us here in this short video what Toolbox, our social emotional learning curriculum, looks like.
Hi, I'm Jen Ferrer. I'm the school counselor at Edna McGuire Elementary School and district-wide. I'm excited to say that this year we are launching a new social emotional learning program, and it's called Toolbox. I'm actually standing right next to the poster. And what this program offers is incredible language and specific tools that give our students a greater sense of self-awareness, control, confidence, and really just gives them specific tools to increase their learning abilities throughout the day, not just in the classroom, but also out of the classroom. They learn anything from like the breathing tool, and what we love is that every tool has a hand gesture that goes with it. They also learn about a listening tool. They'll learn a garbage can tool where they learn how to just let the little things go, not hold on to little things that distract them from learning or just being their best selves. And they also learn more complex tools such as apology and forgiveness and the courage tool. These are important life skills that I know I wish I had when I was in elementary school. And what we love about this program is that it helps us support our district strategic plan in supporting the balanced learner. And what we think this does is we think that it gives students an increased chance of having that common language with their peers who are not even in their elementary school. So when they all head over to the middle school, they will have all had the same language and they can all use the same tools and skills that they learned as children in elementary school. So we're really excited about it.
Perfectly said. And here you can see too that newsletters will start to come forward to you as parents so that you can really understand. So when you see this logo of the toolbox, or you hear your children using that term of the toolbox and the tools that they have, know that this is part of that social emotional curriculum that contributes to our balanced learners here in the Valley School District. In addition to that, we also have a focus on project-based learning, and this is Andrew Thompson at Tam Valley. Does he happen to be here? I do see our other two teachers though, and they should come join Jen in the front. I'm sure she would love that. So we'll jump in and we'll watch Andrew's video and hear about project-based learning.
Hi, I'm Andrew Thompson. I'm a second grade teacher here at Tam Valley. Recently, my students completed a month-long project-based learning project on maps. And so we were looking at how we could make maps for new community members here to Tam Valley. So the idea was that my students were thinking about other community members and how it's difficult to become a new community member, And so how can we help them? Well, we can make them a map of their new school. We had 4 new community members come into the classroom, our new superintendent, a new learning center teacher, and then 2 new parents to our school. And the students interviewed them and asked them what they would like on their map, things that they would like to see. And they used that information to create a map specifically for that person. Along the way, the kids were also learning map skills and how to make maps and bird's eye view of maps and things like that. And then they put that all together to come up with a final map that they then presented to the new community member. I think it was a great project because it had a really cool outcome where the students were making a map specifically designed for somebody. They were thinking about being empathetic to others by thinking about being a new community member and how that's difficult, and tailoring a map specifically for a new community member. So all in all, it was a great project, and it was my first year doing it, and I'm excited to do it again next year.
I was happy to be invited into Mr. Thompson's room to help give the kids feedback on what I would need to know as a map, and I told them on day 1, trying to find our classroom, it would have been helpful to have that map. Now that I know my way around, it is really good information and such an authentic experience that he created for his kids to create something and learn about coordinates of a map and all of that involved. And also, we have a second goal within our district, the first one being the balanced learners, the second one now here being supported staff. And we do believe that this is important, that our staff are supported through professional development opportunities, some of which we provide, some of which they actively seek on their own. And we have 2 teachers here, Julie and Jason. Could you please stand and wave so everyone can see you? And here's a video from a classroom visit that we were able to do over in their room, and their narrative around it as well.
Hi, I'm Jason Souza. I teach 7th grade science at Mill Valley Middle School.
And I'm Julia Varvancourt, and I also teach 7th grade science at Mill Valley Middle School.
So recently we were lucky enough to create an engineering project here that I was inspired by my work at Stanford this last summer. We were looking at hydrogels, and we were trying to figure out not only their chemical and physical properties, but we were trying to look at it through the context of their applications. So new science standards are really pushing for kids to have experiences that put them like engineers or like scientists, not just the textbook and the videos and the labs, but applications. And so we wrote a grant and we got funded through Kiddo, and we were able to buy some real science materials where they can explore the properties of hydrogels. And we were lucky enough to have the Stanford people actually come and visit, which I think was a lot of fun.
Definitely. Yeah, so in the classroom we were engineering hydrogels, and on the day that the Stanford scientist came to work with us, he was helping us and helping our kids understand polymers. And so he did an oobleck activity with us to kind of explain what's going on in that solution and try and relate it back to some of the properties of our hydrogels.
The best part by far of being a science teacher in this district is that we're given the freedom to really think creatively about how we teach kids, and when we're passionate about something, it really transfers into the classroom. So the kids using real science equipment, whether it was vortex machines or Falcon tubes, and exploring the impact or the injectability of these hydrogels, they just enjoyed it so much because we tied it back to the experience that I had in Stanford. In addition to all the greatness that we do in the classrooms, it was what are real scientists and engineers doing in the real world. And let me tell you, it's a lot of failure. As humans, we get really uncomfortable with failure, and kids are super uncomfortable when they don't know the answer. And it's fun to give them these challenges where they can explore, what do I do when things don't work?
Absolutely, and they went through 6 different variations of engineering their gels, and most of the time they weren't successful, and so it was a really good opportunity for them to get that failure piece of real science. And then getting to see a real life scientist come into our classroom and have a similar experience, I think for them was absolutely incredible as well.
And I think that's the best part about the new standards. So with NGSS, it's really putting kids in the driving seat and thinking about how this is going to be applied. We need more people solving the problems that are right now with climate change and with all the energy crisis that we're looking at. And so if we can give more kids these hands-on experiences, then perhaps they'll be more likely to pursue a STEM career.
We appreciate the words of our teachers, our staff. Absolutely, we couldn't say it better about the passion that they bring to the classroom and the incredible experiences they provide for students. So let's give them another round of applause. The next one in our objective for our district is that of communications. And so this is an entire objective set forward by our Board of Trustees based on the feedback of our community. And you may recognize here in the bottom left-hand corner, Parent Square. That is our new platform for communication. Our PTAs have generously got all of our schools and our communication teams through the parents involved in this way, and our principals and our district office staff are using this platform now to communicate with parents. And so we really see this as a one-stop shop for all the information that's important. And so if you're not on Parent Square yet, please do talk to your principal about that. That's really important for you to stay informed. In addition to that, we have Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter, and all of that, this whole presentation was put together by our communication specialist who's right behind me, Amanda Pinhall. Communication is quite important because we want to make sure that you feel informed about what's going on in the school, and we have the platforms to reach you and to provide you information. We did some surveys at the start of the year that helps inform how we communicate with you, and we'll continue to do that. But please know that at any time, if there's better ways for us to communicate, we are open to that feedback. Tonight we have a board meeting at 6 o'clock, and one thing that we're trying to do is to make sure that we send out notifications at least 72 hours ahead when our board agendas are posted, so that we may invite all of you as a public, and then again, reminding you 24 hours ahead. So we do hope that some of you have the ability to stay tonight for our board meeting. In addition to that, you should know that we have a new website template that is launching in early December. So a lot of back-end work is happening right now with Amanda and our principals and our school sites to prepare for that. And so we'll be excited that when you click on our website going forward, that you'll see a new template very shortly. In addition to that, our fourth strategic plan then is that of sound finance and infrastructure. And just so that you have a brief overview of our budget, you can see here that we have nearly 86% of our budget that goes towards our teacher and staff salaries and compensation. And then in addition to that, we have our other areas. We do regular budget presentations at our board meetings. We have our unaudited actuals and then our first, second, and final interim reports that happen throughout the year. And we will continue to let you know when those are coming forward so that we can get more of an in-depth analysis and information related to our budget. That is nearly $46 million here in this district. And then one other thing I wanted to say right there, related to our infrastructure. Tonight at our board meeting, we do have a presentation that will be presented to the board related to our 10 to 15-year capital improvement plan. And so that has been done through an assessment with John B.P., our facilities director, and he has been able to gather info and input from different resources that we've had and different ways that we brought together the information about what needs improvement, capital improvement at the different school sites. And so that will be presented tonight, and then that website will be, or that PowerPoint will be available on the website for you to see as well tomorrow with board highlights that go out. So now the part that you've all been waiting for, and that would be our students. So we'll jump into the next part. You can see here we have wordles for each of our schools, and these wordles actually have meaning, and again, this entire presentation will be on our website, so you're welcome to go back and look at it more carefully and to watch the videos again. But these wordles represent the words that became most frequent in the input surveys that some of you and our students and our staff provided at all of our school sites. So interesting to look at them in those ways. And in addition that, I have been able to read through the comments, and it really helps us inform where we're going as a district and what input and information you thought was important to share with me, which I greatly appreciate. It is my pleasure to be able to act on our principal, Mr. Leo Kostolnik's behalf tonight to introduce the 2 students from his school. He is celebrating with his daughter at state finals for volleyball tonight. So let's all stand for that. And so I'm going to introduce to you right here, I have Lena Smith and Lindsay Pinksa. They are in Mrs. Frazier's 5th grade class. And I had the opportunity to sit with their classroom, and I asked them a series of questions, and the question that they're going to answer for us tonight is this. Girls, what is one thing you would change about your school? And then I can answer.
We love Edna McGuire School. However, if we were to change one thing, it would be all the waste that comes from hot lunch. Last year, many of our classmates wrote letters to change our hot lunch program. We have a green thing to store our trash, but they cannot reduce it. We need to stop plastic at its source.
Our hot lunch comes in a compostable tray, but everything inside the tray goes in landfill after one use. This is one child lunch. At Edna, an average of 70 kids get hot lunch each day. Times this by 180 days of school, then by 5 for each of the schools in the Mill Valley School District. We understand the company is trying to be sanitary, but this is too much plastic. Plastic is a huge problem on our Earth. Even if it has a recycle symbol, much of it can still not be recycled.
There are other school lunch programs that have less waste. Good Earth provides lunch for both Basic, Elementary, and Kent Middle School. One of Good Earth's school lunch goals is to provide minimal waste.
Our school district's mission statement is that they want us to be wise stewards of our natural environment. This one change would show us this. The Mill Valley School District cares about our community, our Earth, and our future. Thank you.
Thank you, Lena and Lindsay, and I do have to tell you, knowing that you were going to call us to charge on this, we have already started looking at other options, so stay tuned. Next, I'd like to introduce our Old Mill principal, and we'll put up the wordle. You can see some of the things that came up in our surveys from Old Mill, and will be introduced to you, Mr. Jason DeBon.
Good evening, everyone. From Old Mill School, representing us, we have our newly elected president, Madam President Maya Donalds. And Madam President, what advice would you give a new student at your school?
I would tell that new student to be sure to have one good friend, because in the end, your friends matter most. They're the ones that will support you and be there for you. Friends are a very important thing to have. But in order to have friends, you need to put in the effort to reach out to the person you want to connect with. It may take a while, but if you handle it the right way, you can end up with a friendship. You also need to stay open-minded to make friends, because there are some people who will approach you with an objective in mind. If you are open-minded with them, you could easily become friends that way. And when I was a new student 4 years ago, I started out alone, but things just got better once I made friends. I had support and good times. I know from experience that friends are the most important thing to have when you are a new kid at school. I think the new kids should know that, and that's what I would tell them.
Thank you, Madam. Next, we have Park School, and from Park School, we do have our new principal, Aubrey O'Connor. Mrs. O'Connor?
I promise I will not sing. Ladies and gentlemen, let me introduce to you our 2 student representatives. We have Scarlett Sedgwick from Miss Cooney's 4th grade class, and Ethan Thompson from Mrs. Dunn's 5th grade class. And the question that they are answering tonight is, what is it that makes Park School unique?
Hi, my name is Scarlett Sedgwick. I'm in the 4th grade and I'm honored to be here to represent Park School students. So what makes Park School so special? First, the amazing Park School staff and teachers and their class pets. We have some kindergarten teacher, Miss Kim Curley, has turtles, stick bugs, and guinea pigs. And there's a famous Mr. Martini who also has 2 guinea pigs named Brownie and Toffee. And a wonderful nurse, Miss Beth, who always has a Band-Aid ready. And of course, librarians, Miss Leanne, who both love reading, but do not like it when you have overdue books. And of course, librarians, Miss Ritter and Miss Leanne, who both love reading, but do not like it when you have overdue books. Another one of my favorite Park School qualities is field trips. In fact, we just went to the SF moment where I saw one of my favorite artists, Jackson Pollock. Park School also cares a lot about our environment. For example, we have something called the Green Team. This is a group of Park students who help sort lunch trash into bins for recyclables and to compost and to minimize our waste. Every March, Park School conducts a month-long study of one of Earth's most amazing features, the ocean. For over 25 years, Park School brings to life the wonders and beauty of our magnificent ocean. We learn about the Earth as well as arts, environmental issues, and music. And there's so many programs that you can always find something you like. We have family game night, Halloween costume parade, math night, movie night, party, science fair, art show, book fair, funny bench, and my favorite, the variety show, where everyone shows off their talents. And most importantly, Park School has taught me to be a critical thinker, collaborative, knowledgeable, and open-minded. Have a good night. Thanks.
My name is Ethan Campsonic and I'm a 5th grader at Park School. I think Park School is unique because it is one of the oldest schools in the district. Another reason Park is unique is because it's pretty small. Park is so small that I think I know everybody. Also, Park School is unique because we have Oceans Week. For Oceans Week, we make hats on the habitats we study each year. We bring our hats inside the auditorium and the Banana Slug band comes. We sing songs about our habitats with the banana slugs. That is why I think Park School is unique.
Thank you, Park students. Next, we have Strawberry Point, and we thought Mrs. O'Connor was new. Mrs. Russell is even more new.
I'm very proud to introduce to you this evening 2 wonderful students from Strawberry Point School, Ian Manpreet and Sammy Shaw, who are going to answer the question, what is one thing that I would never change about Strawberry Point School?
Hello, my name is Sammy Shaw and I'm a 5th grader at Strawberry Point Elementary School and I'm in Miss Clark's class. I have been lucky enough to stay at Strawberry Point since I was a kindergartner, so I know Strawberry has professional experiences that involve teachers that I met and learned a lot from. When I heard the question was, what is one thing you would never change about my school, my answer was easy. The wonderful teachers and staff has made my experience at Strawberry unforgettable. All the teachers at Strawberry try their best to fit everybody's needs, whether it's understanding a new math concept or coming back from recess sad or upset. All the teachers make sure every student is safe and welcome at our school. Just recently, our 1st grade teacher, Mrs. Russell, we heard that she was going to be our new principal. Once we heard the news out of the loudspeaker, every class cheered. That goes to show how great our teachers are when they pick one of their own to be principal.
Hi, I'm Ian Manpreet, and I'm a 5th grader in Mr. Gasparini's class at Strawberry Point School. I've been at Strawberry since my 2nd grade year in January, And one thing I would never change about my school is the wetlands. But there are actually 3 things I would never want to change: the garden, the wetlands, and the teachers. But I'm going to tell you about the wetlands because that's what is most important to me. No other school in Mill Valley is located right next to the wetlands. We learn about the ecosystem and the animals and plants that live there. The bay is nearby. We protect the wetlands by cleaning up trash and removing non-native plants. I'm also thankful for our garden teacher and naturalist, Miss Kia, for bringing us to the wetlands and teaching us about them.
Excellent. Thank you, Strong Different students. Next, we have Tam Valley. Tam Valley's verbal is up here, and I'm pleased to present Laura Myers, our principal.
I'm really excited to present to you Ilva Peters and Harper Buck to answer the question, what is the single best day you have ever had at Tam Valley?
My name is Harper Buck, and my favorite day at Tam Valley was most likely when I faced my peers. In 1st or 2nd grade, our class walked to the giant NPR, or multi-purpose room. We quietly sat down, excited, and waited for the annual assembly to start. When it did, the audience filled with excitement and awe as different animals appeared out of green and blue wooden crates. We saw a snake and a baby alligator and a few birds before they brought out a tarantula. They said her name was Rosie, and that since she had no poison, you could touch her. Each person who wanted to touch Rosie had to raise their hand so that the presenters could let them touch her furry legs. My stomach turned in fear, for I was afraid of spiders. As I watched other people touch her, though, I realized that Rosie wouldn't and couldn't hurt me. Then I slowly raised my hand. As Rosie came closer, I wanted to give in to my fears, but I didn't. Rosie's fur felt both soft and furry as I touched her. That day at Tam Valley I will never forget, the memory of facing my fears. Hi, my name is Ilva, and I'm in 5th grade at Tam Valley School. There are many times I could choose right now that would count as a single best day of school. Outstanding times of friendship and discovery. But one recent event in my school life really stands out to me. It was on the 2nd night of our 5th grade Highlands trip. My class took a short walk through the dark to the shore. It was exciting, but we felt safe with our teachers. We got down on our knees and swept our hands across the sand we were told, deliberating what would happen. We gasped in wonder as thousands of tiny lights appeared in the sand, twinkling like falling stars. Educators taught us that they were glowing plankton called bioluminescence. That magical night stands for many moments at Tam Valley School, where I found out details that I would preserve in my memory for the rest of my life. It was perhaps the single best day of my school career.
Incredible days for incredible kids. And our last school today is Mill Valley Middle School. Here's their wordle, and I'm pleased to introduce our principal, Lazzarini, our Dean of Students, Lisa Lamar, and our Assistant Principal, Mark Nelson.
We haven't seen these pictures yet. And our 2 students are Ellie Trainer and Cassidy Winchester, both 8th graders. And their question is, how do you know adults care about you here at Mill Valley Middle School?
My name is Ellie Trainer and I'm an 8th grader at MVS. It's clear to me that all the adults on our campus care about the students here. All of my teachers that I've had are so passionate about their jobs and loving towards their students. They truly want us to learn. The teachers always make themselves available so we can receive extra help when something we need more clarity on. They have carefully structured teaching plans that are both engaging and informative, showing the incredible amount of work that goes into each school year. Our counselors check in with us at the beginning of each year, which can be very important for kids to know they have someone to talk to. Our wonderful administration shows great interest in our well-being inside and outside of school by having various activities and assemblies. The 8th grader's most recent assembly, Challenge Day, proved to be an insightful and emotional roller coaster, which was very impactful. At the end of each trimester, we have assemblies where teachers nominate students to receive awards for various things, like determination, kindness, or perseverance. There are also other things that the adults in our school do without getting much recognition. For example, leading web team to help the 6th graders feel welcome, student council to make the students' voices heard, and organize fun end-of-year activities. These are just a few of the things our administration and staff do to create an amazing place here at NBMS to learn, feel important, heard, and to be challenged.
How do I know that teachers care? Simple. If they didn't, and I wouldn't be sitting here. They're willing to take time out of the day to help students, whether it's answering a question or letting someone work in their classroom. Teachers who care make sure that kids know more than just a bare minimum. They work hard to keep things interesting and the students engaged. The teachers who care show this subtly or openly. Either way, they enjoy their job and make the best of it for their students and themselves. The teachers who care shape the futures of the students they teach. Pretty much, if teachers don't care, there's no one left to shape our future society.
Thank you. Thank you, students. You were an incredible panel, and I think that we all know our schools a little bit better by hearing about those questions answered by you. So thank you for that. Let's give them one more round. And just finally, I'd like to introduce a few of our other staff members who are sitting up here with us. We have Wendy Holmes. She's our Director of Curriculum and Instruction. Andy Abramson, our Director of Special Education. We have John Leakey, who is our Director of Facilities. And Dr. Michelle Rollins is our Assistant Superintendent. In addition to that, to introduce to you, in case you don't know each of them individually, we have all 5 of our board members. You've met Leslie Wachtel, our board president. Our vice president, Marco Hardy. Marco Hardy. And then Emily Gilhorn is our trustee. Todd May, a trustee. And Bob Jacobs, our trustee. And you may have noticed in the science video, Bob was in the background of that video, it was in one of our classrooms, Julia's classroom, where Bob used to teach actually. So it was a fun visit that day. And today was a fun visit with all of you. We appreciate the time that you took to come here, for your students to be the star of our show, for our incredible staff that were part of this today. Thank you all. Enjoy your evening, enjoy your cookies, enjoy this at the board meeting. Good night.